profanity without us having to, yeah, without us having to okay it each time.
Profanity's allowed, you say?
Curse words, expletives, expletives, explicatives,
That's crazy.
or other obscenities.
See, I'm glad I have it separate now so that I'm like looking at you. Um, we really do look spooky, don't we?
Spooky. You know what? I put on a YouTube video. That's what this lighting is. And you know what the YouTube video is called?
What is
It's
it?
called Euphoria Inspired Mood Lights with chill hop
Oh.
beats.
Hey,
But obviously, I
Tess,
can't hear the beats.
Daisy.
All right, hang on. Go back to the chat.
So
Connecting to chat.
I've always had my light as pink, and I thought I would look better. We were just making fun of each other. I look way better in the dark. Um,
She says that every single time.
I do say it every time.
Anyway, so I felt like I was looking just more depressed because she had like that uh, aesthetic going on. So I had like the really depressed one, and then she had like depressed for the mood kind of vibe.
That's not even like it's not even like I'm going for a depressed vibe. Z-
No, no, I think yours is literally for the aesthetic. Mine was like gray and dull, and so I'm like, you know what? I've got a TV right here. I'm gonna put on some mood lights, and
yeah,
now I found one that kind of matches.
you kind of do look like you're in a doctor's office, like a therapist's office.
It's literally like this gray ass couch with no light down here. The only pop of color is that kids area over there because I'm at a pet sitting gig right now, and so the people I'm pet sitting for have a 9-year-old and 6-year-old boy twins,
Wait, what?
male twins that are 6 years old. I said that weird.
Oh,
6-year-old boy twins.
um, hi,
Yes, I probably
mom.
need hypnosis.
My mother's
Hello.
here.
Yes, I see.
Jazz says like hypnotherapist.
Yeah, something like that.
I did forget it was daylight saving time. Okay, so I don't even know if Lisa watches my stories to be honest, which I do find I'm gonna
Sometimes I do.
I'm gonna say this in like one of the nicest ways when we get to it. Like that's also like a beauty of Liesel is that I don't know. She's kind of like detached from the internet. Sometimes it can be annoying when it comes to like, oh, did you see this thing? And she's like has no idea what I'm talking about. But there's some beauty to that.
Yeah, I just don't do social media. Don't say I'm detached from the internet. I'm certainly not
Ah,
detached from the internet. I'm detached from social media.
no, she's not detached from the internet at all. She is on that bitch 24/7.
Pretty
That's
much.
very correct. That is so correct.
Yes, I try to message. I try not to leave messages unread when I see them.
No, I'm just messing with her.
The problem is I sometimes just I'm on the internet, but I'm like on my computer, or I'm not seeing that my messenger app has notifications, or I just don't get notifications because I also have an old phone. So then there have been times where it's like Tabby's texting me. She's just like, "Hey, blah 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 blah, Liesel. Hey, question mark, question mark, question mark, dude, what?" And then I'll come back to it to my messenger app of like, "Oh, I haven't gotten any messages in a little bit." I'll go check it, and I see all of those. I'm like, "Oh shit, not again."
It's like I'm mad now.
She's mad now, and I didn't even see these messages. I'm sorry.
Do
Well, I'm glad you get the messages at random moments.
can I just say, wait, Z, your daylight saving is like at a different time. How the fuck? Okay, who made these rules and why do they exist? Like I don't understand. Like why do different fucking places have different
And some people
daylight
don't have
saving?
daylight savings at all.
And then literally Arizona said fuck everyone, and then like they don't do what is I think it's like Puerto Rico, Arizona, Guam. I
Mhm.
don't know if Hawaii does it, but like
I don't remember.
UK does Easter different. Huh. 2
Huh.
Easters in 1 month. I wish you got, like,
Well, do
stuff
you
for
like
Easter.
Easter?
Yeah, do you like Easter?
Because you get it twice a month, or not twice a month, 2 times in 1 month. Hey, do you want Easter 2 times a month, every month for the rest of your life?
I mean, I like Easter. I used to like, also, by the way, we're just sitting until, Z, bro, sometimes I can't even look at the chat because, like, I'm gonna, like, go off. You're gonna get me in a weird mood, like,
From Easter? Easter and chocolate? What kind of weird mood
girl,
do you get in from that?
it's Z saying she likes
I know!
chocolate. Okay.
I know!
Uh, it's so funny. I'm eating right now. It's not chocolate, but I'm eating cookie butter because that's what they call girl dinner.
Girl dinner.
Damn it! I gotta post that we're on. So give me a second.
Oh, yes.
I gotta let everyone know.
Do you want me to do the Discord?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Z, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Though I'm a little bit partial to the Latinos. No, no, we're not. Taz, I don't think we're talking about chocolate anymore. I love how I took that away from Taz immediately. I was just like, yeah, I love the Latinos. And then she goes, oh, no, we were not talking about chocolate. I'm sorry. At least I wasn't.
I like chocolate. The
I don't
sweet
know what
kind.
I don't know what they were.
Wait, did that send? No, it didn't send. There it goes. Let me catch up on the chat here. Chat, 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 chat. Oops, I did not mean to pin your message.
You're pitting what?
Hold on. No,
Oh
don't
my
pin
god,
that.
is Dad listening?
Oh no, I didn't mean to delete the message. Oh no, I'm a failure. I struggle with things.
Is Dad listening? Oh my god, my dad heard that I like Latinos. All right, Dad.
Hang on, I can
I
repost it.
I love you.
Wait,
Thanks,
your
Taz.
dad's watching?
Yeah, I guess he's listening. He
Oh,
never pays
hi
attention
Rodney.
to these. Um,
Well, but we're going to be talking about SGM, so of course he's listening.
okay. I'm glad Tabby and I are the same. I never thought Choco was in the conversation. He still doesn't understand. Thanks, Taz. I also did not think that. Yeah. Anyway, I have to post this. Damn it. See, this is why we can't be Instagram people.
I I accidentally deleted one of Z's comments in the chat, so I reposted it.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's because I accidentally pinned it first.
It's okay, Z. It's okay. I mean, it's gonna be like that, especially with this live stream.
Very much so. Very much a blind moment.
Oh, we are starting at 5:30, Ryan. We just got on early, which is
Like
like,
we do to chat, but
yeah, no apologies. I just we've never fucking been on time for
hmm
one of our live streams ever. So see, here's the thing. Here's the secret, guys. I tell Liesel 5:30. Or no. I tell Liesel 5.
yeah, she told me
But
5.
but in my mind it's 5:30 because if I tell this bitch 5, we'll probably get on by 5:30 and be early. And look at what happened. We're on early.
It's incredible. Imagine that's how it works.
I mean, at least I that's such PA.
You figured out the trick to Liesel.
Yeah, I figured out the trick to you and to Gabe of just like, okay, I tell him 5, but it actually means 5:30.
Cheat codes. These are the
Uh,
cheat codes to life. Well, to Liesel and Gabe.
honestly, I have so many cheat codes I could give you guys, not just like but like in just life. Yeah, when you have late friends, that kind of just is one of those things where you have to like just tell them. I think when we first started recording in person together, Liesel,
Hmm.
I was the thing that like bothered me the most, which I had to like quench down, which we've also talked about this publicly with each other. It was the fact that you always had something to go get.
Yes.
Anytime, it doesn't even matter if we were recording, watching the show together, or anything else, she would always forget something. Water, like her stuffies. Like if your
A
ass was
fidget
not
toy.
attached to you, you would have left it.
Okay, there's two reasons for this. Two reasons that I at least know of. There's probably more. One reason, I got it from my mom. Like
Which is true.
literally like a couple, maybe it was like a month or two ago. Like we were sitting down to watch a show together, and she sat down and got all comfy under her blanket and took her slippers off and whatnot. And then she's like, "Oh wait, I forgot my beer." And then she came back and sat on the couch and got all settled. And she's like, "Oh wait, I left my phone over there." I'm like, "Oh, now I see where I got it from." And then the second reason is I like to have everything with me when I'm settling down for something, whether that's water, plushie, food, whatever. Um, just because I don't like getting up during something. I want to have everything within arm's reach of me. So it's like I feel like I need to have it all gathered. And if I don't have it all gathered, I feel like I've forgotten something and I can't stop thinking about it while we're doing the other thing that we're supposed to be doing.
I love how I let you have that time because
Thank
it's
you. It's very
no.
important.
I mean, and this is me just like, when you're figuring out like each other's isms, it's like when we
Hmm.
figured out our different neurodivergences and how they clash, it's just it was something that bothered me so like to my core, but then I had to be like, okay.
Right,
Like,
like with my fidget toys, for example, like the
yes.
clicking sounds for some of the fidget toys, they just threw her off completely. She did not like those, and so I had to find different fidget toys.
And it wasn't like I wish that I didn't have that, but
Hmm.
like I've even noticed this just in normal life now that if I'm talking to somebody in my Uber or whatever, if something is like like
Hmm.
happening, I can't focus on what honestly, I don't know how I did it in high school. Or I don't know how I didn't do it without killing someone. Like
Random random squirrel moment. Actually, speaking of Uber, I was once driven by a lady. Yeah, driven by a lady who she had like two pens in her hands while she was driving, and so like had her hands on the steering wheel, but then the pens, and she was like click 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 like the entire ride. Luckily, it was only like a 20-minute drive, but holy fuck, that was annoying.
hold up.
Also, Z, for getting Mitch, I've done that with my dog before.
Oh my goodness. I love this so much.
Also, earlier message Z. Yes, I. It's good that I haven't forgotten myself, but sometimes I feel like I have forgotten myself.
No,
If that
it's
makes
like
sense.
and then I think as soon as I figured out like or not even just figured out, as soon as I just kind of was like it's not like you're doing it on purpose to piss me off. Like,
Mhm.
you're really not. Like, so once I think I figured that out, I was like, "All right, I'm fine with this."
Ah,
Like,
okay, I see. I understand. Well, I
no,
don't
but
understand, but I understand.
hold up. So she was driving and she had 2 wait, hold up, I forgot this. She so she had 2 pens and she was driving? Like, she
Yeah.
was having the steering wheel and she had, like, pens like this?
Yeah, so like she had the pens in her hands and then she was also had like her the four fingers over the steering wheel. So she was like clicking like this while she was driving. Like she had pinned the
Yo.
pens to the steering wheel and was clicking them while she was driving. And then whenever she would
Oh.
reach for, I don't know, it was like a manual, I guess. She like reached to change the stick. You can tell I don't drive a manual. Um, what is that even called? Is it the?
Yes, okay, so it's stick. Like,
It is
in
stick. Oh, driving stick. Right.
Americanize, it's stick. Everywhere else, they say manual.
Got it. I just kind of combined the two.
I just like the sexual connotation, though, of driving stick, because if you say that a girl drives stick good, it's funny. No, dude, Taz, what the fuck? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. This bitch had to have pen. Like, okay, I get being a little neurotic or being some hella ADHD, but you're not getting a tip from me. Like, you're not getting a good rating. I'm sorry.
The only reason I gave her, I think I gave her like, I feel bad saying this, but I'm saying it. I gave her like a $1 tip just because of the clicking, but she also had like the screen on the back of her, like on the back of the seat. So I was like
Mhm.
playing trivia on the screen while she was clicking and driving me.
Dude, this
So
was in LA. I remember you saying this. This totally makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm posting it on the Twin Flames account.
What do you mean Twitch is being updated? I just got kicked out of chat. I can't see your beautiful comments because Twitch is fucking updating apparently.
Oh, wow. Correction, that's a whole lot of yeah, I
Mm,
wait, hold up, Z. Prindle? Is there another word for stick? Am I
what's
just
being
now
said?
learning
I
this?
can't see.
She said, "Do you mean the Prindle?" I'm like, she was talking about the stick.
The
Gear shift.
Prindle.
They call it a Prindle? That is fucking hilarious.
Prindle.
It's like the aglet thing. It's like the aglet I didn't know was a
Oh, Prindle. Got it. That makes sense.
yeah, gotta post this. We're on live, bitches.
Actually, that does make sense though.
Well,
That they
thank
would
you.
just call it by Prindle.
I mean, we could Taz, we're just gonna start rhyming shit now. Like, I don't even know, just any word. Also, happy International Women's Day to everyone.
Happy International. Oh yeah, that's right. We are doing the thing on the thing.
We're doing the thing on the thing.
Happy Women's Day while we're talking about stick.
We're talking about driving stick.
Ah.
Like, we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about
Ah.
um oh, what
There we
happened?
go. Sorry, Twitch finally reloaded and now I can actually see the stream on top of the chat. Driving stick has a lot of meanings, yes.
Lisa said Crindle. I thought we were oh.
Oh, did I say Crindle? I might have.
She might
I
honestly
I was looking it up with the Prindle being like literally
oh,
the
Z,
drive, whatever.
I know what you mean. You're not old. I think it's the way because I when I see it, I see PRNDL.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think Liesel knows what that means.
The
You
Prindle? Yeah.
you know that meme?
Not the meme, no.
Okay, so there you go. We're aged. Z, we're old.
No, I just never watched TV shows.
Yeah, you were like uncultured. Hell.
Yep. I mean, speaking of Easter, I never did any Easter things. I never watched any TV shows. I hardly watched movies.
You never have an Easter egg hunt?
My parents would just
No?
buy us a bag of candy, a single type of candy, and be like, "Here, Happy Easter."
Yo, that's depressing as
I
fuck.
mean, the only times like I had any sort of thing like with the plastic eggs was anything in school.
Yo, that's depressing.
Yeah, not to bring the mood down, but um,
No, it's not it's more just like you don't get the bag for free, bitch. You gotta find that shit.
nah,
You
I
gotta
just got free.
you don't just get that you don't just get that
Oh, let's see.
automatically.
Well,
You
no, I
gotta
guess it was occasionally they would hide the big bag of candy. They would hide that somewhere, and I had to go find it,
that's not the
which led
point.
to a lot of unfortunate finds as well. But
Oh my god, sorry. I'm looking at the chat. Hold on. Yes, Ryan, of course. I don't want to say that you're the oldest in the room. I think mom takes that. No
oh yeah,
offense.
she said, "Oh wait, mom is here."
Have you seen the video of the Uber driver with Tourette's? I think
Oh
so.
yes, yes,
I
I've
think
seen
so.
her. I've seen her. Like that's the same lady who like she drove another guy with Tourette's, and then they kept triggering each other's Tourette's.
That's like us, like before we record. Just
Yes, yeah, artisms going back and forth.
I think Z would love to send you Easter eggs.
Ah, I want to see
Mom,
Easter eggs.
your fan is here. Ryan is here.
Your fan is the one calling you old.
I still to this day when I'll call my parents and like bitch at them that they haven't kept up with my podcast, they will keep bringing up the fact that mom has a fan and dad doesn't. Well, even though the thing is, like, I told dad that Z is a fan,
Mhm.
but like, I think he keeps forgetting that.
Isn't it like always wasn't you sorry. When we started like the podcast and we started doing the mom dad episodes,
Mhm.
what wasn't it like your dad was always saying like, "Okay, who got more views, me or your mother?"
My dad has made it a competition. He's a man, you know. I love him. Um, but he has made it a competition between himself and my mother and our mothers when we did. He wanted to see who got more views, and at first he had the more views on every one of his episodes.
Mhm.
But now, some of the, I mean, I could like pull up the sheet if you want me to do it
Yeah,
on
pull it
live.
up.
I can.
Also, hi Just Z. We love Just Z.
I love Jessie. Did my mom say it's because she's cooler?
Uh-huh.
I mean, dad just doesn't go on lives. Like that's really like he's not in the comments talking to people.
Also, Z, you should definitely. I would love to have one of like the tea eggs from B&B.
Okay, let me do this before we get into like what we're here for.
Yeah.
Okay, so as of right now, let's see. First season, dad's episode it has more views. But again, it's not by like a large amount. Um the second season, the moms have won so far. Third season, so this is Ackle War. Dad won. View count.
Mhm.
Overwhelmingly, season 4, so Frost and Starlight, the
Mhm.
moms won it by scorching amounts.
Wow.
It's got like a huge difference, and I don't know why. Um, and then Silver Flame, let's see. Well, because technically we had 2 episodes. Um, no, we're going to vent out the wazoo, please. So just bear with me for a second. Um, I guess like my dad won season 5, I guess.
I
Yeah,
guess.
definitely. Definitely. So, Dad, now you know that. Now that you know that, we
So
can
what?
start.
It's 2 to 3 so far.
Wait, did I say a UK term? Scorching?
Is scorching UK?
Is it? Ah, okay. Well, I did something nice. But I did something fun.
I mean, I know that scorching means very hot. I just didn't know that was like UK slang.
Dude, I didn't even post. Fuck.
Post your thing.
Well, okay.
Also, I
Well,
will say that I did listen to the podcast episode, and I mean up to the mark that I was limited to that Tabby gave me.
yes.
So that's like an hour 36, something like that.
Yeah. So I made Liesel stop to a certain point. Um,
Just because I still have the last book of Throne of Glass to read and all three Crescent City books to read before October 27th.
so I guess no Crescent City, also like Kingdom of Ash spoilers in the comments for Liesel, because like
Yes.
if you if
Thank
you
you, but also sorry.
if you want to pop something in the Discord, like I could totally like in the spoiler section, I could totally like
Yeah.
discuss it with you guys. But so uh I was transcended by Sarah, has come out of her hidey hole a couple of times. Um and I think this was a perfect podcast to come on. It wasn't like a book podcast. It was very much about women. Um and like I don't really know this person's I know I've seen clips on Instagram. But I've never actually watched the Call Me Daddy call her fuck, I don't remember. Um
It's
whose is
Call
it?
Her Daddy.
Call
Call
Me
Her
Daddy?
Daddy. Call her. It's Call Her.
Okay, okay. Um
I mean, if people want to call you daddy, sure.
I really don't. So I think obviously because I know a lot about Sarah, the initial reaction to the first part of the episode was a lot of just her talking about her writing process, like how she's gotten up to this far. Some stuff I knew, other stuff like I do want to say Sarah is, and again, no offense to um like the other romantasy authors, but SJM's just like the author
Queen
that
of
I've
Fantasy.
resonated. Yeah, she's like the one that I've resonated with the most when she talks. I've never seen her. No, I've never. So, can I just give a critique right off the bat? Uh, it's not that I didn't dislike the host, but sometimes if it's a voice that kind of like ticks me, it it wasn't like she was giving like I could tell that she was from LA or that she is from. It's not that I didn't like it's not that I hated her voice. It's just I would sometimes she would be like it was like a long Mom, don't please don't start. She's not the annoying chick. No. No, no, this is
Yeah,
not.
Valley Girl accent.
So it's again, it didn't happen a lot in the episode, but I will say right at the beginning, like it took me yeah, it took me a little bit to get used to, but again, Sarah was talking for most of it, so it wasn't like I was
I will
ticked.
say because I went on a walk today with the dogs. I'm pet sitting, and that's when I was listening to the podcast. So I will say I never do this with any podcasts, but I did speed it up just so I could get through it in time for this live.
Oh, wow.
And so I was listening to it, I think at like 1.6 or 7 speed, which
Okay.
I will never do 2 speed. I will say that much. But I will say, like, it both amplified and also made it easier. Like, sorry, made worse and made easier listening to the host of like, it made it her like very squeaky, but at the same time didn't like it, I listened to it less because it was going by faster.
I also just love how my mom is like the most loyal like woman. I was about to call her a bitch. Mom is the most loyal bitch I've ever met. She's just like, I don't listen to anyone but you,
Ah,
which
Brady
is so
points in
sweet.
chat.
It is so sweet. Also, Ryan, you guys can keep your 1.5. I applaud you. I just can't.
The one podcast I will not listen to at any sort of extra speed, well, other than some of the unnamables, is ours.
Yeah,
Because
because
I have tried listening to us at like advanced speed of various levels, and I'm just like, I don't understand. We sound so bad at like
no,
advanced
no,
speed.
honestly, I didn't understand how your mom was able to listen to us at like 2 point. I was like,
Yeah, she was like 2 point or 2.1 sometimes. Most of the time she listens at 1.7.
I feel like we sound so annoying that way. But anyway, so back to call her daddy. That's what thank you,
Yes.
Ryan. Um it's so okay. Then when she got into because a lot of this was again about Akatar. So no, Z, thank
Oh, you're
you.
so sweet.
Ah, compliments.
Ah, compliments. Be the whole chopper thing of just like, or
Hiding behind something.
half hiding, but not really.
So I think the first thing that kind of blew my mind was I knew that they were gonna make so she was gonna maybe bring up about again not that I don't think anyone in our audience hasn't read Akatar at this point, but if you haven't, spoilers for the Akatar series. Um I knew that she was gonna bring up the favorite pregnancy thing, and I shit you not, I have never felt the most validation when hearing Sarah, not even just before she got to her story, but hearing about how she was saying that Feyre isn't weak because she's a mother and because she decided to start a family and or have a child at all. Um so of course like right off the bat I was thinking to myself, this is what we've been saying for fucking years. Like we've also said it on the podcast for years. Because now we can say we've been doing this for years. But the story, dear God.
I never would have guessed like that she went through that sort of traumatic experience.
Oh, sorry. I'm also sorry. I'm gonna like go in between chat. So, oh,
Oh, Z.
never feel that way because of the podcast. So obviously I'm not a mother. Obviously most of us are not mothers, but I think everyone can relate and resonate. That's what I felt was better. Um, with her story about how she's like, okay, I wanted to write about this traumatic experience that happened to me. Cause she comes out and says that not only her first child, but her second, like she both had C sections.
Mm.
And it was a traumatic experience because, and mom can attest to this because I was a C section baby. I was
Mm.
dying. Um, At least mom had good fucking doctors, but apparently Sarah's doctor was a trash man who like yelled at her in the birthing room, and she was scared and wouldn't let her husband in the back. I'm saying, who
Hmm.
the fuck? Who
And
is
also
this man?
yelling at her for eating a full meal when she literally ate that because she thought she was going to have a normal meal and the nurse told her to.
Yes,
So
so mom can also probably attest to this though, because I mean, because obviously since I
I
was
agree, Tez. Like, unless they understand what women are going through, which there's always going to be some level where they won't understand, but
Mhm.
like, they shouldn't be involved in any part of the labor process or any pregnancy process.
Oh yeah, so apparently,
Wow.
yeah, apparently to zero is like not is nothing. Um,
The amount of times I've had to hear my birth story, I wasn't even like that's incredible, Mary, that you kept Tabby alive and brought her into this world. Um,
oh,
I my story just literally was that I tried to come out backwards and caused my mom a lot of pain. That's my
yeah.
story.
I mean, it's. I agree. I'm not. Yeah, no. Why is baby filtered? I have no. I have no clue.
Baby's
Um.
filtered?
Yeah, I had to allow the comment. I don't know why, but
Huh.
yeah, no. A male OBGYN is not it. Well, and also like this is a woman who is in like fucking distress. Like she had this, and again, as first time mothers, like you feel like you go in with a plan. Like she was talking about how she had a doula and how she's going to do it like the natural way, and it just it couldn't happen.
Hmm.
Like, and so I think the most I resonated with Sarah was she said, "I love my children. I love my babies. I hated pregnancy."
Hmm.
Like, she was pointed. She was just like, "The pregnancy was fucking awful." And obviously the childbirth as well.
And also being told how much weight to maintain or how little weight to gain during your pregnancy. Like,
Mhm.
also part of that weight gain is literally you're growing a baby inside of you.
Yeah.
Some of that weight is coming from the baby. So being told actually, hey, you can't eat that much, or hey, don't gain this much weight. Like you don't
I
say that to people in general.
I think what the worst part about that was is that the doctor was like, "No, your husband can't be here." And I'm like, why
Yeah.
the fuck not?" I said, Protocol also, this is not protocol. The guy like guys can be in the birthing room. Again, I don't
Hmm.
know, mom, were they in your C-section? Was dad allowed to be in the surgery? Because I was trying to think, I was like, I know that they can be in the birthing room, but because maybe it was surgery, maybe he couldn't be in there. But also,
Yeah,
didn't his
specifically in the operating room, typically visitors aren't allowed, but it's also not unheard of.
but also they could literally
Exactly.
dress him up in the
Right.
garb, make him get a mask on, like
Put him in scrubs and everything like that. Scrub him in.
they do it in Grey's Anatomy. The fuck?
I mean, and that is like a realistic thing too. That's how people are allowed in operating rooms like that, as long as they're scrubbed in. But still,
Yeah, they yeah, mom's experience, like, she did have, like, a male dog, but it's that's rare. That's rare to okay, so are we all, like, fucking C-section babies? Is this
am
what
I
we're
the only
finding?
one not?
I no, I don't think so. I don't think you're the only one.
Ah,
Alright, you got
okay.
Taz, alright.
I got Taz.
Hey, C-section.
Okay,
We
I
almo
got Taz and Z. I win.
we almost died, hey,
Oh
right away.
no.
Um, okay, no, not a C-section, but just, like, in distress. Okay, okay. Um, so it's like so again, like, going back to Sarah's story, like, I literally the internet broke, but also, like, whoa. That just gave such a bigger like, obviously, I knew she was pulling that from somewhere, but again, she kept her pregnancy and all of that very, very secret, and now we
Hmm.
kind of understand why. Also, even if she did have it naturally and, like, there was nothing, quote, unquote, "wrong," that doesn't mean she needs to, like, come out and talk about it.
Right, just because they're authors and doing interviews and stuff doesn't necessarily mean they need to tell us every single personal detail about their
And
lives.
that's something that comes up later that I really, really appreciate. So, anyway, just going from like spot to spot. So I literally was in my car waiting for Gabe at the airport, going like, "Fuck everyone who said," and I can say this on live, on a TikTok reel. I don't give a shit. Fuck everyone who like you can have criticisms about the whole like Feyre pregnancy thing, but it was not a pregnancy trope. She wasn't trying to write it as like something that made her weak or that made her.
Literally, mothers like are the strongest people we know.
Mhm.
Like you have to be strong to be a mother because you're literally carrying and creating life. And then you have to care for and raise that life after. and it gets difficult because you can't really be your own person during motherhood.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So mothers are honestly some of like the strongest people I know.
Especially when like we're not going to talk about it, but when the government, society, white dudes in power are trying to tell you what you can and can't do with your body. Uh-uh. So I just love how Ryan, I just see Ryan in the corner of my white dudes.
The white dudes. We don't like white dudes.
We already talked, you missed it, Ryan. We were talking about Latinos. Uh, fuck the white guys.
The only white guy
Um
I like is my brother.
yeah, well I like him too, so
I think you like him in a different way than I like him.
um anyway, sorry. um it also I do appreciate that you guys are telling us your, you know, your stories as well, cuz it makes us who we are, but also it's like it's realizing like what our moms also went through to have us.
Hmm.
Um but and or so if like we experience that in the future, if you want to have kids or not. So yeah, so I said this in the podcast so many times, but also like now it's almost like people are I love, nothing satisfies me more when someone was like, well, I was saying that because blah, blah, blah. Shut up.
It's like,
You
nope, that argument is no longer valid. Your opinions, sure, whatever, but you're wrong.
you're allowed to have criticism about a book. That's fine. But like to say that a full character that you've been with for such a long time, I will fight this to the day I die, all of a sudden became boring, and because like Nesta became like all of a sudden interesting, that Feyre's character means any less than what it did.
It
And
also literally what SGM said there of, yeah, like she had a kid, but that doesn't mean her story is over. Like there's more potential for the next couple stories. Like she literally
yeah.
said that about Feyre and the pregnancy.
And so then that leads us to Resand, which I have never felt more fucking validation. We literally said some of the stuff verbatim that she said on our own podcast when we talked about Reese, because so many people in the fandom just tell him that he was becoming Tamlin, that he was evil, that like he was just as bad, and I'm like, yo, guys, here's the thing. It's okay to have conspiracy theories because some people like think he's da da da, but yo, her just flat out saying he's allowed to make mistakes. Like
Yeah.
that's the whole beauty of his character. He doesn't just become evil on a whim because, or you start comparing him to the ex because
Hmm.
all of a sudden he made a mistake because he thought he was doing the right thing.
Right, and he was doing it with good intention. I mean, obviously he wasn't like sure that he was fucking up in time. Obviously he knew it later, but like it just makes him uh I mean, yeah, well, like what would Ryan's saying, like it made him a person. It made him more down to earth in a way. Like
Yeah.
everyone always thinks like he has to be perfect because he's the perfect book boyfriend, he's a shadow daddy, whatever. No, he's a fucking human. Well, he's not human. He's a fucking person.
It's a fleshed out 3D, almost 4D character.
He's
I also
flawed. He's not perfect. He's flawed, and that's what
I
makes us love him more.
I agree, Taz. Like I was actually saying this with Dad on our episode. I looked at him and I was like, "So, if you were in this situation, like it seemed like such a guy response. Someone who is supposed to, whether or not it's society or whether or not it's like your own family dynamic, you're supposed to be the one to protect the family.
Hmm.
Again, like that's, what the I guess like the heteronormative society has made it to where it's like the man must protect and kind of keep his own feelings to himself and not really, like it's almost like he wanted to save her before she even knew about it so that she wouldn't even worry about it.
Hmm.
It's and again, let's say in that perfect world that did end up being the case. Should he have told her? Of course. Of course, of course, of course. But again, like even Taz said, that's a husband who's like trying to make sure that his wife also doesn't die of like worry.
Right. It's literally, I mean, it was said perfectly in the book, but just in case they couldn't actually get that, SJMs had to say it herself. Of like he wanted to protect that joy that she was feeling. Like she was feeling a lot of stress from the pregnancy, just like physically, but also like it was new to her and she was excited for it, and he didn't want to take that away from her.
Hmm. No, I agree with what Taz is saying, but it's
Yeah, the
like living in Delulu. Yeah, I mean, because we talked about that too, where we were saying that like I don't know if he should have told her. Um,
hmm
or I don't want to say not that he shouldn't have told her, but um that like if he did tell her, maybe the baby would have like died because she would be so much in distress.
hmm
Because that could
Emotions
happen
can affect
too.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I still wouldn't tell, but as a wife, I'd want to know so he didn't have to care. Oh, don't cry. I mean, you're allowed to cry. Please cry if you need to, but I hope we didn't make you cry. um, he was carrying all that from me. See, that's the thing. That's right on the nose, Taz. Like I
hmm
feel like as a wife, I would have felt that way too. Like you were carrying this whole weight. Like we're supposed to be a team. Again, like I would feel more sad that he didn't tell me
hmm
because he was carrying all that weight. Because he also is a father, you know?
And they're also partners in both the human and fae sense. They're partners
Mhm.
and mates, and they're friends on top of that. And so it's like, well, even if there's nothing I can necessarily do to help you carry this burden, I still want to know so that you're not carrying it alone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with Reese. Hey. Um Mom said dad said Feyre is stronger now after having a babe. Honestly, spot on, mom, cuz even she said that too in her interview. She was like
hmm
being a mother has made me stronger in the sense of also just protecting my children.
hmm
Um and again, I hope to one day resonate with that or like at least relate to that feeling.
hmm
And oh my god, stop being cute, you
Aw.
fucking damn it. Your dad is like Reese. Yes, yes. He wouldn't have told mom and she would have been mad about it, but she would have it would have been in a way like romantic.
Romantic, but also like you dumbass.
And like why were you carrying this all on your own shoulders? Like this is we're literally doing this together. You know what I mean?
hmm
Don't
We
tell him.
created this baby together. We're gonna do this pregnancy together. Like, okay, so that's one of the things that I've seen on the internet a lot. Speaking of me not being detached from the internet, um, is people. There was, I forget where it was, but it was a video that was basically talking about how men think like, oh, so part of this pregnancy is just like, we're together, we conceive the baby together. But okay, once you're done, I'm gonna go to the gym and get ripped while you're pregnant and having all these cravings and getting fat. So like the man's job is done, quote unquote done, whenever the baby is conceived. And then their job doesn't come back until the baby is born. So that's 9 months where the woman is fighting on her own. And then it like clipped to a therapist being like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, man?" I mean, the strongest this, I guess, pregnancies. I don't know. I don't know the right word, but like the strongest like partnerships come from where pregnancy is we rather than,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry, you're pregnant. We are pregnant. We do everything together.
Dude,
We support each other.
Tess said that's a baby and a divorce for me. Take half that bitch's money.
Right.
Wait, okay. Oh crap, he heard. I will okay, mom won't be able to live with dad now because she compared him to Resand.
What did he say to
Um
that?
yeah, what did he say? Wait,
How did he take being compared to Reese?
what are you saying, Z? What does that mean he had sympathy symptoms? I would have loved to hear. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little confused by what she means by that. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, it
No,
is 1 a.m. for her.
you're good, girl. You're good. He said, "I guess." What a man response. Yeah, dude, bro. That's a dude. That's like the best compliment he could get. And he just said, "Well, I guess so."
It's like, oh, I'm Reese. Okay, cool.
That's a dude, bro. Yeah. Um, I actually met a wild SJM bro out in the in the wild, and
Bro,
he was a guy who had no girlfriend, no wife, no significant other, and he actively has read the Sarah J. Maas world. And
a single SJM bro.
I did not get his Instagram. I told Lisa when we first met that I was like, if I found someone out in the bar that said that they were an SJM fan,
You'd marry him on the spot.
I would
That's what
marry
you
him on
told
the
me.
spot. I did.
So how come you didn't get his Instagram?
I think I was too shocked.
Also, like, okay, something that is a regular occurrence with Tabby and meeting hot guys or anyone she might be interested in when she's working in the car is she's always driving them to the airport and they are leaving the country actively.
Yes. Yes. All the hot guys that I end up getting their Instagrams for, I always am taking them to the airport. And I'm like, you're leaving me, bitch.
But we just got started.
I want to go on a date, damn it. You're not going to be back for 2 months? The fuck?
That guy.
That guy. Oh, yeah. Remember when he went to Israel
Uh-huh.
for a whole fucking 2 months? And I was like,
That's not a good
oh,
idea at this
okay.
time, but
He came back so early, though. This was like, all I'm hearing are why choose. The only why choose situation, Taz, that I would do is a BTS why choose.
yeah, with 6 of the members.
With six, well,
6 of the members.
also, by the way, my mom is after Liesel's man. By the
Nah,
way.
Mary, I'm gonna fight you for JK. Just so you know. I mean, I
uh,
appreciate you helping us get the BTS tickets, but I'm gonna still fight you for JK.
okay, hold on. 2 months is nothing.
Tabby's
I go 6 between visits to yeah. I just wish I had a man.
rip.
um Maybe as a novella would have been cool to see how Reese was feeling through Feyre's pregnancy. Yeah, I would have loved to see how he's going through the pregnancy as we got snippets. If Hashem does a novella, like yeah, yeah, sympathy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you mean. I know it's a so. I guess going back to the interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
So not only did she talk about then Reese, she talked about Nesta and that how she was going through um therapy while she was writing. I think she mentioned that before, but like I don't think she's like fully talked about it like she did in this podcast. Nesta's experience and dude, our favorite, which is mostly Liesel's favorite, excuse me. The lake scene, the hike. She was
Mm-hmm.
talking about, and the thing that really caught me, that really triggered me in like a good like feeling sort of way, was that she was saying that the thoughts that Nesta had on the hike were thoughts that she had about herself, which are
Mm-hmm.
basically literally, what if I just fell off this cliff and died? Would anyone really care, or would I care? And heavy shit. And she was saying that like, what kept her going was like her children.
Yeah.
Um God damn it, mom. Oh, so Nesta lovers, very strong scene. it made it even stronger. Yeah, like to I mean, I knew she was pulling from something real. You can't write a scene like that and not be real, by the way.
One thing I did want to say about like listening it, uh, like as a writer, and as you probably know as well, like sometimes you are able to put what you're feeling into writing. But I also really appreciate what Sarah said of, she realized that her writing was not helping her as much at some of those dark times, and she just didn't want to ruin her writing with that. So she had to take a step back. And I really appreciate that too, of like writing is our escape, but it also isn't a fix all. And
It's
it's
not.
almost like a special place if you don't want to let your negative emotions get into that, and also ignore the dog that's barking. Um, the but like for example, the real world example here, not necessarily about writing, but like between me and Tabby, we've had our arguments a lot in this past couple years. And so sometimes we would go where we really needed to have a serious talk, but it was also a day where we were recording for the podcast. So it's like, okay, well, we need to have this talk before we record because we don't want these negative emotions coming into the podcast. And so it's
we
like that's the same thing with writing.
we've never recorded when either one of us has been upset at the other,
Mm-hmm.
because I know for a damn fact, not even just being as a narrator, but as someone in this, like, I don't want that to seep into like our own, like, this is our thing. This is our baby, our podcast. I don't want that to seep into, because again, even with all the stuff that's going on right now, who thinks that like this, I don't want to say tiny podcast, but like I think our podcast makes a
Our
difference
adorable podcast.
and in people's lives, and I want to put good emotions out there. And what's the point in putting a bunch of like emotions that are our own shit into the podcast that like don't need to be there? Yeah, she's gonna mute for a little second. Let me see. I think as writers we can recognize what's pulled from personal. Yeah, academic, being an insider, using emotion, personal experience. Tiny but mighty. Yes, of course. I think.
One of us is tinier than the other, but also mightier than the other.
Ah, no, definitely could out like strong you, but
Outmighty me.
yeah, but you're definitely taller for sure.
Yes, you're
Um,
the tiny and mighty. I'm the awkwardly giant, not even that giant lady.
so we're getting right into this. Lisa, that was going to be one of my points of what was also beautiful about her talking about her writing is that, I mean, also her talking about the Kingdom of Ash, because Crescent City, Kingdom of Ash, and I think it was they were coming out at the same time. It was a similar time. Like Kingdom of Ash came out and then Crescent City was not too far behind. And when she was talking about the editing process and how like her once love, became like her anxiety.
Hmm.
Like all these panic attacks, all these like pent up emotion. It's okay.
Every time I unmute, it's because they've stopped barking, but then as soon as I unmute, they start barking again.
It's okay. Don't
I'm
get
still
too
listening. I'm just gonna go check on them.
yeah, don't get too frazzled. We're just having a
Uh,
chill we're having a chill night, dude. Don't get frazzled.
Everyone loves dogs, especially when they jump all over you and have no idea of personal space. At least I'm getting paid.
Okay. All right, you go do that. Um, CC lives rent free in my brain. Oh, Pisces, there you go. Mitch keeps wondering where the other dog is. That's funny. So it's funny that people like have a hate for CC, which like I don't understand because I really thought like the books were good. I mean, obviously the third one I had like my own critiques about, but like I don't honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think after hearing her talk, my theory is I think CC3 was pushed. I think she was pushed to write that from the publishing house. Cause it on an in incomparable level. CC3 did not fit right. I thought every book Sarah's made has been great. But CC3 somehow felt off. Not like it was still good. It felt super rushed. And that's why I think that it was the fandom, it was the publishing companies, it was probably her own anxiety about it, of feeling like she's letting her fans down, that she rushed CC3 at all. Because it didn't feel like the Sarah we know. At least to me. Again, as someone being with her for a long time, it didn't feel like 100% um it. Um Earth, the first Crescent City book blew my mind. It was honestly, I love each and every one of her series for a different reason. There's a war that you either like Tog or Cease. There's a war like that, bitch. Also, I say bitch lovingly, by the way. That means I like you. That means I like you.
No, it means that she loves you.
Yeah, it really does. It means I'm comfortable.
It is the highest form of endearment if she calls you bitch.
There's not an either or to like there's reasons to love CC and reasons to love Tog. Um
Tug, tug, tug.
are always on display. Yeah. So that's why I feel like the the CC series, like the C. So again, when Lisa reads it, I think she'll understand. But like, long
Probably.
story short, I feel like CC3 was rushed, and it was honestly on the publishing house and the fandom expected it to be this massive implosive thing, and it just wasn't. And that's why she took such a big break. Honestly, I have the highest hopes for this 6th and 7th book, which I know we're gonna get to. I know we're slowly making our way. I just wanna give everyone my thoughts because I had so many. Um,
That's true. Like she was texting me the entire time she was watching the podcast. And like she was literally texting me like, oh my god, this, and oh my god, this, oh, and this happened. And now we're gonna get to this. And she had so
something
many
she
thoughts.
something she did bring up, though, was that she actually felt really good about these books. And again, I'm not really much into conspiracy theories, but she did not promote like CC3 as much as she's promoting this already off the
Mm-hmm.
bat. So I don't understand why publishing houses rush authors. I it's very JK
That
Rowling.
that is a good point about like why would publishing houses rush authors? Because publishing houses are they also make money off of publishing books from authors. And if a book is rushed, they won't make as much money off of it. So
Well, it's kinda like how Rebecca Yarros felt when she was writing, Iron Flame going into Onyx Storm. Like, she felt like there was so much pressure from the fandom, from the publishing house to, like it's almost like it's kind of in the entertainment industry where, like, you gotta keep a train rolling. Like, and that's kinda what Sarah said, which is kinda what I'm getting to, is there felt that, like it felt like if she didn't write another one, she would just fall off the face of the earth.
mhm,
And she wouldn't be popular, she wouldn't keep, like, getting to write, and, like, there was this unforeseen societal, but also publishing pressure on her, um,
mhm.
to get shit done. And it's like, my man, she has written 5 ACOTAR books, 8 Throne of Glass books. At this point, we're talking, like, pre-Crescent City. Well,
And
I
they're all
guess
connected.
right, which so what do you mean she's gonna fall off the face of the earth? I'm sorry. Like, we're still here after years. I'm here after 2018. I thought my parents would be sick of me talking about it. But they're also like loving it too. So they're
Now they're
upset.
here for it.
Like, we think about these books so much It wasn't like and again, I think it took Sarah needing to hear it and needing that therapy to realize that she wasn't just gonna like have a fandom that left because um she wasn't like selling out books, that she wasn't going on like lives and she wasn't going on tour or something like that and
She
feel like
literally built this family of fans, like this fan base for her
yeah,
that are, well, clearly extremely loyal and
yeah,
have fans such as this person, this wonderful person right here, who will remain loyal until death.
yes, loyal to
And
death.
so it's like, I understand that fear and anxiety of like, oh, if I'm not present in like social media, for example, or if I'm not writing these books or promoting, then people are going to forget about me. But then, you know, in those anxieties, sometimes you often forget the people who are there for you.
And I also Taz 100%. I'm already a big fan. And I even haven't read the full manuscript. Um and it is beautiful to have authors or like to have support like that. And also like that's why I think kind of pivoting why it felt really personal to me about and why I think it triggered this lovely response was again, I'm not SJM. I'm not like selling out like, a bunch of books or anything like that. But sometimes I get scared and anxiety and I think I depression about um this where I'm at right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go into it, but I hate to be like, "Oh, it's going so well that I'm depressed." It's I understand um why when people start to get successful that it feels so lonely. Um sorry, I'm also trying to like make sure I read. This is the ADHD, god damn it. um oh yes, mom, please. An older person. God damn it, mom, you're not that old. um but it's it's one of those humbling things where you want to be this big um not want to be big. It's like the people who go into this space with a honest to god intention of wanting to make people's lives feel better. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's why I wanted to become an actor. Like I didn't have these farm girl dreams of like I'm going to make it in the big city and I'm going to be rich and da 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 like
Get out of this cornfield.
I became an actor because I wanted to like make people feel the way I felt when I went to go see a show or when I listened to an audiobook and felt like life was imploding on me. And I want to be that for people. And it's one of those things where starting to get I don't want to irrelevancy. I hate to say it like it's like, oh my god, I'm a celebrity. I'm gonna really try to stop this, but like my humbleness is like trying to be like, no, I don't do things.
I haven't been giving main character energy since high school. What are you talking about?
um I've really felt like um a depression over the last like few months. And depression not because you're good by the way. I could already tell Liesel's would be like she's like Tab was about to talk about something personal and the dogs are fucking screaming.
They want to come out and attack.
So with everything that's like going on in terms of my narration journey, the podcast, my internship, as well as trying to keep up with people, it's it's a lot. And at every corner I feel like I'm letting people down. Someone down. Um because like I'm not able to text too often, or I'm not able to like maybe call as I used to. Um like even this is with friends, like even back home. Like I almost had a no, I don't want to say breakdown, but I almost like cried earlier because my two besties from back home, there was a message from like a week ago that I just missed. And she was asking me how I was doing, and I was like started to cry a little bit because I'm like, these were once people who are like in my life so vehemently that like because they're not in my orbit and because we're not in like but the book culture together and whatever, it's like I'm not like able to hang out with these people, talk with them as much. Like even for example, Bree. She was a girl in college. she I'm saying this like you guys know who this person is.
I mean, you've
Lisa.
mentioned her a couple times, so eventually people will start to know.
And she was such like an important part of my college life, and she was like my sister from another mister, and like and it's gotten to the point where like I think I only text her every 6 months. And it's like I don't want to make it sound like I'm like too like big for my britches, or that there's like it's just that thing where I'm the trying to survive out here thing, and having multiple jobs but also trying to make it and doing well. Like it's not that like the whole because I feel like when I start this, people are like, oh, is the thing with Gabe not working, is the internship not working, or like I'm doing well. That's the fucked part about it, is that my mentor in the internship's telling me, "Oh my god, you're an amazing actress." Like da da da. Like where were you? And I'm sitting here like, uh, I,
Compliments.
I yeah, I was like, you're a producer at a big a publishing house. I don't know how to feel about this. Um, and like here and then of course Gabe like telling me like of course and being like the best older brother I could imagine for myself, because I never had like really a brother in my life. So I um then figuring that out. Sorry, I'm also trying to because the thing is if I look at that chat I'm gonna cry. I feel like that was
You
such
can cry after you finish your story.
I'll look at them when it's done, okay? I promise.
They're still gonna be there after your story.
So it's like it's trying to like so when she said that, it hit me like a brick. I'm like, even with the podcast, I tell Lisa all the time, and she feels my agony that I want to. It's like I'm doing well, but at the same time, still struggling with like editing, with trying to like, because I literally I get up at 4:45, go to work, and then come back, look at emails, try to get through a bunch of stuff, and then by the time I'm like, "Oh shit, it's 7 o'clock. Do I order food or do I make some? I'm feeling very physically tired. Oh, I'm gonna just probably order something in, but oh shit, do I have money?" Um, and then I'm being like, "Okay, I'm just gonna make a can of soup," and then by the time like I get to where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna edit, and I've got 4 episodes that we've recorded sitting in edit form, and I get there and it's 10 o'clock,
Hmm.
and I'm like, oh shit, but did I take a shower? Like, I haven't taken a shower for a couple days. I probably should do that. Then that takes another hour, and I'm like sitting there at 11 o'clock, and I'm like, I gotta go to bed. Like, I can physically not like edit at all.
Hmm.
And so it's like when it came from doing the podcast, like when we started 2 years ago, I was having like an easy desk job, and I didn't like and it's funny, I had multiple jobs, but also like I had a loving mom and dad who my dad would make me food every night. I'm gonna start God, every time like I talk about my parents, I just like God. Because my dad is such the fucking sweetheart that like there'd be days where I would be editing for hours on end after a shift from work, and he'd come up and be like he'd give me my food, and be like, "You need to eat," and da da da. And it's like, oh my god. Sorry, I just saw my mom's. Of course,
Yeah.
she would have to make that comment.
As you're saying, Dad's such a sweetheart, and then Dad also says your shower should only take 15
It
minutes.
should only take 15 minutes. What are you doing in there? Um, and so it's like, of course, then when you're living on your by yourself, and then like trying to also figure out all the other like I know this sound I feel like it sounds so dumb, but it's like it's so then lonely.
I
Where
think you're just saying what a lot of people feel, especially like the for like celebrities who have come forward about this kind of thing, literally SGM, like it is literally you're just saying what happens behind the scenes that most people don't care about or don't take the time to care about.
or really recognize, and it's
Hmm.
like it's almost like I'm like filtering out, like, so that's why like I text Lisa so much about the podcast, and I'm like, I feel like I'm letting our fans down. It's like I every fucking time I'm
She
like,
says it almost every other night, maybe even sometimes every night, where she's like, "Hey, I was trying to do some editing tonight, but I couldn't get it done, and I feel terrible, and I'm letting everyone down, and it's just so terrible and hard." I'm like, "It's okay, they forgive you."
or it's like um I'll go on like a like a week hiatus from Instagram, and I'm like, wow, I've literally not texted anyone. Um just because like it's been so fucking hectic.
And then
Um
you feel mean when you only text some people back because you're like, "But
mhm,
everyone's texting me, but I feel bad because I'm choosing not to text to some other people." And it's like you gotta make those decisions for your own sanity.
right, right, right. And there so anyway, so like it really when she said that, and then she, realized in therapy that she actually felt depressed. I was like, "Oh shit." Cuz then there's been days where I've come home and I was planning on doing a bunch of stuff, but because I've been all the time, I just I just pass out.
Hmm.
And then I wake up at like 11 p.m. and I'm like, I'm sleeping on when you like flip and you're laying on the other side of the bed
Hmm.
and you're not laying on the side where your head normally rests. You're technically not really supposed to do that, but then like I'll fall asleep that way. Or I've
Hmm.
fallen asleep on the couch, which you've caught me doing before.
Uh-huh.
Um and I'll be like, "Oh my god."
The only place I haven't caught you falling asleep is your desk chair, which even you've caught me falling asleep in the desk chair, so.
Well, the funny thing is about the desk chair, it sits up so straight so that it makes me not do
Yeah.
that. Like I
You
can't.
made sure of that when I put it together for you. You're like, "No, I want it straight.
I said I
We
want it
don't do
straight
curvy
back.
here."
I want it straight back so I'm not allowed to.
That's how
um
straight you are. You even need your chair to be straight.
God damn it. um First of all, I love everything you guys are saying, and I really do appreciate you.
See, this is point for you, Tabby. This right here, this chat, take a screenshot of that. So every time that you feel like you're failing them, you look at this screenshot and you read their messages over and over again and remind yourself that you are not letting them down.
Okay, I'm taking a screenshot right
Good. Everyone send great comments for Tabby so that she can
now.
screenshot these and look at
Screenshot.
those when she's feeling down.
It's like how we did that with Anthony, where you were like, "You're beautiful, shut up."
Exactly. Take your own damn advice.
I said, "I don't care. You're a beautiful man, shut up. I don't care about those trolls online." Um,
And
but
he's
no,
just like, "Oh, really? Oh, thanks."
so it's like it her interview really fucking hit me in a place where I'm like, it's at the same time where I'm like really doing well in the career, but trying to also survive and also like function and try to have friends. And it's like, it's one of those things where like I wish I could just call and be like,
Hmm.
"Yo, like let's talk and let's just chat for a bit." And or we've talked about this too, which I think you can say. It's one of those things where there's like levels to friendship.
Hmm.
Not everyone is a bestie, if that makes
Hmm.
sense. Like when you get to a certain point and you're um obviously there's like with the people who we have resonated with, that's not the case. But it's like other people who like I don't want to say come in. It's like I want to have like a great relationship with everyone, but you can't have that with everyone.
Well, you can have a great relationship, but also still respect the levels of like acquaintances, friends, close friends, besties, sisters, sisterhood.
Right. And it's like sometimes people in this space, not even just like art, like, and not spar space, but like, I think that Sarah also recognized was about, I don't want to say parasol, that's not that. It's sometimes, and I think Gabe and I have talked about this a lot. Slips out for an appointment. Oh, no, you're good, Ryan. Come back if you want later. Good luck. Um, it's one of those things where it's not like a personal slight. It's very like um it's very much like a I literally don't have time to like respond like because there have been some people who have like, messaged me about like stuff that again I don't really see them too often, but when they do and it'll take a while for me to respond and like
Hmm.
no one in the chat, by the way. I don't want anyone to think that I'm like, imagine me coming on a live and saying all these people like just like, no,
So thank you all for coming. Let me diss you real quick.
no. Could you imagine? I fucking hate myself. No, no, no. That's not it. It's like other people where like it'll be a thing where they take that as like such a personal slight, and it's like
Hmm.
I don't. I know. I feel like I get all the hate comments I want, like someone being like, "Oh, you guys shouldn't have a podcast. Fuck you." I feel like those I can you're listening to me double. It's like those kind of stuff I can ignore, but it's when like someone really is like trying to like chat with me and then all of a sudden it's like I can't talk and then they take it as like a personal slight and it's like which is why it's nice to hear all these comments that like I mean, I didn't think any of y'all thought that, but it's gotten to that point though where I'm like, "Oh wow, I really need to make sure that make sure that there's a boundary there because that
Hmm.
boundary is very sliding."
Especially when you are becoming more popular, but also just having more things that you need to do in your life.
Mhm.
Like you really need to section out your time.
And I'm not gonna lie, guys. At the when I kind of snuck into the romantasy ball, which Ryan got me into, um, um, I had people come up and recognize me, and it was the sweetest thing when these two girls from last year, two ladies, let's say, because they were older women, and they came up to me and they were like, "Oh, by the way, like I don't know if you remember us, but like Tabitha, like they knew who I was. Like they didn't question who I was. They knew,
Hmm.
and they were just like, I hope you're doing good. I'm watching your stuff, and I almost started tearing up because I went to be honest, I did not remember these ladies' names, but I did remember them from last year. I can't remember names worth a damn, but I can remember faces. I can remember the conversation. I exactly
Hmm.
remember what we talked about last year because we talked about that they were older women and they felt out of place with a bunch of young people. Um, and me and Gabe both were just like, nah, live your best life. Hey, like, um, let me read some of these. Yes, boundaries are important. I've been such a bad friend who aren't involved. Uh, yeah, don't need people to know my. Yeah, no, we've talked to me and also Lisa have talked about this where like it's gotten to a point where it's like I don't mind making new friends, but sometimes like if we're not in the same sphere, like what are we gonna talk
Hmm.
about? Like I've already got my book friends. Like it's not that I'm like someone who triggered Lisa. I don't need other friends. It's not that. It's 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 the fact of like, girl, I don't even know. It's like it's just I have plenty of friends. I have I really don't need anyone else to know about my personal life, so it's not like I just time is so limited. You have to limit your interactions. I'm literally talking about these are some girls from back home, and this one guy, I think it was my first time having this happen, where someone got really really pissed at me because I wasn't responding to them. Cuz she was like, "I thought we were cool. I thought we were close." Da da da. And we're like, "We were close at a time." But
Oh,
I
jeez.
just
Why is my
Lisa's
phone on?
not paying attention to
Continue.
me at all.
I've heard all these stories before.
No, I know. She's like fucking watching
Kidding.
TikTok.
I'm not
Um,
watching TikTok. I'm trying to find a song that your story just reminded me of.
yeah, talk to you on the phone.
Continue.
Yes, every time. And you know what? When you're with a genuine soul, like Z said, 20 minutes could feel like 20 hours.
Hmm.
Like because you're making it count.
Yeah.
Yes, the oh you're always busy. Oh you're too busy for me. Oh my god. Yeah, shut the fuck. It's so annoying cuz it's like so again, so that's why with the podcast I'm like starting to try to make like time and effort for it because it's just like so first of all, I just wish that we were able to have an editor. Honestly, that would make our lives so much easier, but it's one of those things where um like that costs money, but also we could like it's not like our podcast is making like a bunch of revenue. So it's not like we have even like a place to like I pay for all of this out of my personal account. Like all the Riverside, the streaming platform, like I pay for all that. So it's one of those things where it's like it's another bill and it's not like I can just pay for an editor um to just kind of come out of the woodwork and cuz like I obviously want to pay someone for their time and not
Hmm.
just be like, "Oh, you're just going to be our editor and like do whatever." But also I was talking to Liesel about how there is some like internships that it could be possible to where like we say, "Hey, this is a 6-month internship." Um
Unpaid for now,
un-
unless it turns out really good.
um it's I mean, we've the thing is like we tried to have a Patreon so that people could, but it's because like we already struggle at making the content that it's not like
Hmm.
there's a service that can be paid for that would even be worth it. Cause like I see some of these, I'm gonna bring them up even though whatever. The fantasy fangirls, they have like a whole ass network. They also have husbands who like work day jobs.
Hmm.
And so like they also have like a but they also make a lot of their money from this enterprise. And it's like to have a Patreon, you have to have like multiple things that you can offer.
Right, which we
And
don't have because we're.
if you don't, it's like a chicken and the egg situation. The second
Hmm.
dude, Taz, Taz literally became inner circle right there on the spot. Um
All right, Taz on the Discord, we're adding you as
an inner
shop
circle.
fan.
No, literally, not gonna lie, I think we're really the only, I don't want to say only, but I will say that we're very like I think we're the only people in our realm that either doesn't have a boyfriend because a lot of these podcast girls, they either have a husband, like they have husbands, kids, they're like, in their 30s, or they've got boyfriends, or at least one of them's got a boyfriend. I think we're
Hmm.
the only ones that don't are the single ones in the ones that
Also,
I've watched.
weirdly, I think we're also some of the younger ones right now on the podcast because everyone is older.
Yeah. And we were still even young 2 years ago.
Hmm. I mean, I was only 21 when we started this shit.
I'm the husband and the wife. Yeah, I'm making husband and wife money. um no, it does make us unique in the industry, and it's one of those things where it's like to get noticed you have to be putting out tons of content, and it's like all the stuff we make are stuff that we make, and it's like
And on top of that, like in terms of not just Patreon, where you have to upload a bunch of stuff, but also like for example, monetization on YouTube or Discord or Twitch,
yeah.
like you have to stream a certain amount of times, you have to go live a certain amount of times, you have to post a certain amount of times, you have to have 1,000 subscribers minimum. It's like that is not making it easy.
And maybe this is also like a reason, and we've talked about this before, but like also publicly saying this, I don't mind doing TikToks. I'm just not one of those girls that is gonna make like I don't want to say a cringy. I like watching them, but doing something like quote unquote stupid or silly on a TikTok is
Bang
just
bang
not,
bangity bangy bang.
girl, kill me. Um, is like not something that I don't mind doing a reaction now and then, like like our One
Hmm.
Piece reactions. I don't mind doing like a kind of Q&A or doing like even like a karaoke video or so. It's just not me to just be like, cuz a lot of these book talk girls, they'll like make some like funny, well, we're dancing and doing some shit. I'm like like that's just not me and that's not us. Like
Hmm.
we're
That's
not
not
going to
our
be.
vibe, and that feels rather fake, at least to me.
Well, it's fake because we don't do it, and it's like you're
Also, we
literally
can't make
just
money on TikTok either because we don't have enough subscribers. And it's not like we're begging, like, hey, everyone subscribe to us right now. I mean, because I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching is already subscribed. But,
yeah.
like, it's like, I just hate that there's a limit to, like, you can only go live if you have this amount of followers. You can only make money if you have this amount of followers. Like, that much limits it because it's like, well, we get more followers by posting more stuff, but
Mhm.
we can't post as much stuff. Again, the chicken and egg stuff.
So it's just like it's just the wanting to, cuz like I want to do this full time. I like
Hmm.
again, like I said to Liesel, in this perfect world, which I'll tell to you guys because I really do see this podcast going somewhere big. Um is like I want to have three, like the main series and two mini series going on a Patreon account or something like similar, to where it's like obviously you'd have to get the subscription, but um because like my all these plans um is having the main deep dive, because again it's going to take us a while um to go through Sarah, and then of course she's going to be putting out more content, so it's going to be one of those things where it's like
Which we're
what
not going to be able to talk about Akatar 6 until we go
until,
through Crescent
until we
City.
get through everything, yeah. So I
13
want
series or seasons.
I want to have it in this perfect world. I want to have it where we have author interviews on top of like
To
so it would.
answer yes, Taz. We do author interviews.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Sorry.
We have a mini series called Meet the Author.
Yeah, let me I'm going to finish my thought before I like
Oh,
go
yeah,
down
yeah, yeah.
that rabbit hole. Okay, so which kind of just happened out of nowhere, but anyway, so like what I would want is like two separate mini series on the Patreon account or whatever, and it would be author interviews slash graphic or like audio interviews, or like just overall interview kind of mini series where it's an author, graphic people, and or like Sarah J Maas, like even other Audible people, not just graphic people.
Hmm.
Yes, Taz. Honestly, okay, okay. Before I continue, I was going to ask you, Taz. I really was. It's one of those things where, like,
I
we
swear I just got too busy and didn't message you.
so just trigger me more. um, it the reason we didn't even know we were going to have an author mini series. It happened because we had multiple male authors reach out to us that they
Hmm.
were like, we would love to be on the pod, and I was like, "You want to what?
I mean,
You want to?"
obviously, like the interview started with Haley Grace McCormick,
Yeah, Haley
who's,
Grace.
yeah, she's really big on TikTok. And I forget, did she reach out to us or did we reach out to her?
No, Haley I met in the fucking Uber.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Anyway, so she met Haley in the Uber, and so we brought her on for an interview. And then the second author, Richie Billing,
He reached out.
like he reached out because he saw like he's like, hey, you do authors, right? And then like these other male authors reached out and they're like, hey, we watched really Richie Billings episode. Can you interview us?
God damn it, I hate it now that I have a pen in my hand. I just keep thinking about that woman from earlier. God damn it,
Don't
I have to put
click.
the pen down. Okay, so yeah, so okay, so Taz, to be fair, that woman, we had like a 50-minute Uber ride, and she asked me what I did, and I was like, "Oh, I'm a starting narrator." She goes, "Oh," and then she turns out to be this big fucking celeb, like big book talk celeb.
Hmm.
And that she was gonna do a book. I think it's like contemporary romance or something. And she's
Yeah.
like, "Here's my information. I want you to narrate my book." I didn't
Hmm.
end up narrating it, but because she went with the publishing house, and obviously at that point I didn't have my setup, and it
Hmm.
wasn't, the timing was not right.
The Enemy
Um,
of Time is her book.
yes, The Enemy of Time. And she's going on book tours, like she's
Hmm.
doing great. Um, and she goes, "Oh, well, since you can't narrate my book, can I come on the podcast?" And I was like, "Well, we don't really like." I explained to her, I was like, "We don't really do interviews," but I was like, I want to, sure." So I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it." And then that just started it, and then we had two other male authors reach out, and they were like, "Hey, can we be?" And I was like, "What are we? Is this the only platform that we can like get men on?" I mean, they're like, no, but like it's because the ones, like, they're both old men. Two of them are older men, and then but they're sweet, sweet as all can be.
Yeah. Well, we technically haven't met with the other one guy, but that's in the
No, but
process.
he's young, but he hasn't
He's younger. He's like in his 30s, I think.
so jailbait. Yeah.
Wait, 30s is jailbait?
No, I thought he was like, he thought he was your age.
I don't think so.
I thought that one guy was like your age. Okay, well, she's gonna look that up.
Yes. Continue.
The Red Rising author is hot. Hold on.
Okay, she's gonna look that up.
Taz, I'm sorry. You can't what is it? Pierce Brown? Let's see. Pierce Brown. Is he hot?
Gasp.
Yo. What the fuck?
Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna put it. Oh my god, he's in leather. Okay, so okay, I'll do an audio description. I'll do an audio description, Z. He's got beautiful baby blue eyes. He's got swoopy hair that you could run your fingers through. He's got a little bit of like a 5 o'clock shadow, but it ain't like it looks like well groomed.
What's his name?
His name is Pierce Brown.
Pierce Brown.
Um, this picture has a hook in his mouth, which I'm like,
Oh, he is
that.
very pleasant to look at.
Why the fuck do you gotta be the one? Horn out with me. Why the fuck are you being nice?
Ooh, that's so cool. He has something in his mouth. Oh my god, it's so hot. Oh my god, he's wearing leather. Fuck me, daddy.
He's he it's short hair, Z. Short hair. Um or wow, I so remember how we were talking about raw and real? That was a whole moment. He does look like a singer. Why
He
god,
does.
is
He
he married?
reminds me of this country singer that I know on TikTok.
Is Pierce Brown married? Let's see. Is Pierce Brown married?
Doesn't look. Oh, he lives in Denver?
Yo, no way.
Wait, hang on. Oh, he was born in Denver. Does he still live in Denver?
Dude, I'm going to visit you.
Always.
P- uh, No, there is no disclosed woman. So that means free game.
No, right now he is in LA, so you have more chance of meeting him.
He's in
He was he was born in Denver, and right now he's based in LA, is what it says.
LA. So yeah, I think everyone's coming to visit me, I think.
Wait, what? Okay, hang on. Just if I click on his website, the first like before I even click on the website, it just says Pierce Brown. Currently, he lives in Los Angeles, where he scribbles tales of spaceships, wizards, ghouls, and most things old or bizarre. Apparently, that's part of his bio.
Nut. All right, so everyone's coming to visit me then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Mm-hmm.
always been the case. Okay.
Oh, Mary's leaving.
Oh, bye, mommy.
Good night, Mary. Mary
I
dearie.
know. Z's like, Z's being a champ, mom. The hell. She should be the one in bed. God damn. Like, um, it's okay. My mom's older. Oh, no, I bet you are in bed, Z. I really.
Well, it's like 1:50 for you, almost 2, 2
God,
a.m. for
God
Z.
damn it, Taz. You. Now I'm gonna be okay. Okay, click off the Pierce Brown. Hold on, I gotta get back. We gotta get back to the SJMs because I have a few things
Okay,
to say.
something I'll say about SJM then, the interview, to bring us back on topic. Just right at the beginning, when she was talking about her writing setup, writing in her room with 3 coasters of water, whatever drink, and Diet Coke, and Cheetos. I'm like, is she like looking at my setup here? Because I literally have a bajillion different drinks and a bajillion different snacks, mostly Cheetos, hot Cheetos. I'm surprised that she's never eaten hot Cheetos before.
That doesn't. I haven't,
Are
but
you sure?
that shouldn't surprise you.
No, but I'm pretty sure I've made you try one before.
Have I? I don't.
I feel like I have, and I feel like you probably didn't like it, which makes out or checks out. But like, still, I'm pretty sure I made you try something.
Water
Try
bottle,
one.
tea. No, 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 no. That was a real big. No, I've never. Okay, she might have made me try one, but I really don't remember trying one. But
Probably because it's minuscule. I could only ever get you to taste minuscule bites.
Taz, you would probably be baffled by like half the stuff that I haven't tried. Um, but okay, so
Never mind.
the big thing then, obviously, as we're like moving then from like the heavy topics of Sarah, um, was, 'cause I just want to like get back to my forethought, was obviously she did a lot of rapid fire questions before like I mean she fully announced, and obviously you guys know this, but like um Akatar will be split up into, so originally it was going to be separate stories intertwined, right, but like not like a through line. But she said that it changed, and now Akatar 6, 7, and 8 are gonna be, 6 is gonna be part 1, 7 will be part 3 and, or sorry, part 2 and 3, and then uh 4 will be um
Or 8.
book 8. Part
8
4
will
will
be
be
part
book
4.
8.
Yeah.
So that obviously changes some things. I don't think I mean, it doesn't, again, it doesn't change the fact that we don't yet know whose POV it is in. Though she did say that she was surprised about who it came out to be.
hmm
At least the first one.
Yeah, the question of like, well, can you tell us who the perspective? And she's like, I myself was confused or surprised by who it came out to be.
So a lot of people thought it was going to be Azrael Lane. I honestly think now, listening to her, because as you see from Bloomsbury, book 6 is like a novella. So it's like
Just size
300
wise.
size wise. It's not a novella, dear God. It's book 6. She even said it was book 6. Haters come at me. Um
Book 6, not book 5.
no, it's not. Um she said, or sorry, Bloomsbury said it was about 300 something pages.
Hmm.
Then book 7 would be like almost 900 pages long,
Hmm.
which is kind of Kingdom of Ash size. Um, so I'm kind of convinced that the first part is kind
Yes.
of a sort of Tamlin POV. Oh, did you say fuck
Hmm.
Elaine?
Hmm.
Honestly, I told this to Lisa on the phone when we had like a quick 30-minute like lunch call. I said that I think the first part is about Tamlin. Like in his
Hmm.
perspective, I think.
Hmm.
She said she was surprised by who it was. She also didn't deny the Tamlin hate. She was like, sometimes I feel like, I mean, even she said,
About the
fuck.
tattoos and stuff, and
Yeah, she said, fuck that guy, but also at the same time, like, she said she simultaneously at the says at the same time, fuck that guy, he should rot in hell. And then at the same, also there's like sympathy.
I think I was also intrigued by the fact of though she wasn't well in that Tamlin hate area where she was
Mhm.
talking. She's also like, but like we don't like Tamlin came from a very bad family. Like he has some trauma in his backstory as well, and we just don't know entirely about him. We haven't dove deep into him yet. And just the fact that she said yet.
I don't know if it is about Tamlin yet. This is all just speculation.
Hmm.
It just makes it feel like it wouldn't be because it's a smaller book. Like it's obviously
He
Asriel
doesn't.
would have more time.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like his story is finished yet. Like to me, just even though I hate Tamlin and the things that he did to Feyre, I
Mhm.
feel like his story is not finished. He needs some sort of closure, some sort of completion to his story. Um, one thing I will say is I also on that same call where we were talking about this, I mentioned to Tabby that the novella can be split in two. It'll be two perspectives in that tiny novella, and it will be Tamlin and Elaine.
And I got triggered because like there's an
Elaine
Elaine.
is Elaine is definitely going to have a bigger book because, as we theorize, she's going to come around and end up being the villain in the
Well,
end.
honestly, the seventh book is pink. Like in the fake covers, it's the
Hmm.
like the style is pink.
Could be,
That could be her.
but isn't the sixth book? Isn't that black though?
Yeah, the sixth book is black, but I don't think it has anything to do with Asriel. I think like it's a motif, it's a theme. Like it's not like whose color it
Mm.
associates with. Is it purple? Like okay, you're also asking. Well, okay, Z. We should not be the ones looking because
No,
I don't know.
here, send
Um.
it to me.
Okay, because Liesl's the one who knows Akatar covers.
I'm a tetrachromat. Figures that my close friends would be colorblind, and I'm the tetrachromat here.
Well, it looks black to me, so I'm fucked.
Baby
Um.
boy as does need love.
Also, yes to Taz about Eris. I really do want some Eris. It might be Eris. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly,
I
that like
need I need my Azris. Come on, give me my Azris.
again, I don't know if I'll give that to you
No,
in
I know.
particular.
If
I'm
that doesn't happen, then Az can be with Gwen. That's fine. She's a very close second, maybe even like tied for first. But I want my Azris.
I'm gonna put it in the Discord. Um, yeah. So the at least it looks black to me, but it's honestly kind of like multiple colors.
Let's see.
But um,
Yeah, that's like a grayish. It's gray.
I mean, there's some. I think there's a purple element to like the letters look purple.
The letters are they go from peach to pink to lighter pink to purple to a light purple
Okay,
and a diagonal gradient.
let me pull up
And
this
then the
shop.
pink book is a mix of pink, sky blue, and like a lilac purple, just on the back a little bit. It actually looks kind of bi. but mostly pink.
Honestly, yeah, no, Taz, Eris and more. Honestly, Taz brings up a good point. I think it definitely could be about Eris because I
Mm-hmm.
don't think anyone's expecting. Because say with Sarah, it's always kind of like an unexpected.
I mean,
I
we do kind of
wonder.
need an Eris perspective of like what's happening with Autumn and what's happening with Baron and
Yeah,
um,
the
what
Autumn
ends
War.
up happening with like Coach J and all that shit.
Yeah, so it's interesting about also the subtle way she brought up that Bryaxis is a girl. That
Hmm.
made Liesel go off. Do you want to tell them what you thought?
Yeah, so I mean, we've already like kind of talked about this. I think a couple times, at least in the mini episode "Powers That Be," whatever episode that was or season that was. It was a spoiler episode. So Bryaxis was in the library, right? And so our theory previously had been that Bryaxis was guarding something down there. Um, and oh yeah, we thought that it was guarding like the mother's heart, for example, like the mother was buried down there, and that's what Bryaxis was guarding. But now that Bryaxis is a woman, a female,
Mm-hmm.
Bryaxis could be the mother, like not just guarding the heart, like is the mother herself, which would then mean that Favor also had a bargain with the mother.
I mean, it could be. Like, I could definitely see fuck Mama Archer. Taz just like disliking everyone.
Fuck everyone.
I mean, to be fair though, like that one makes sense. Because she had been a priestess and then had to make a difficult decision, so she became this powerful being.
Oh,
Oh, you mean like um
that's an interesting theory. I've never heard of that one.
could she
What if
have
the
been
mother was a priestess under in the library?
and just she's like an I mean, we obviously think that the Mama Archeron was not like human. Like at least like a human lifespan.
Hmm.
Um honestly, I don't know. I mean, because they also said Bryaxis had a fondness for the priestesses. I could see that.
Ooh, new theory. What if Mama Archeron never actually died? I
And
mean,
she's just Bryaxis.
we already know about like back in the first book, Tamlin glamored Papa Archeron and Elaine to completely forget that he was ever there. So what if there was some sort of glamour that happened that even though they may have thought that she died for typhus or whatever it was, like
Mm.
she didn't actually die and just glamored them and ended up going into the night court and becoming a priestess and then she became the mother. Or she was the mother already and she became Bryaxis.
I
Crack
wonder how
theory.
that would have went though with Nesta's like inability to be able to get glamored. Maybe it was because like it was goddess power, because it's kind of like an all-seeing eye sort of thing. I
Maybe it's because she wasn't that aware of it. I mean, so mother died when Favor was 8. That would have made Nesta 11
well,
when their mother died.
but also Tamlin was weak as fuck when he tried to glamour her before. So
Right.
like
And on top of that, if we are kind of considering Mama Artron could potentially have been taken over by the mother is like all powerful. So any glamour from her would be far more powerful than
I
Tamlin.
can see that. I can definitely see that for sure. No, it's just making me think. That's why I was like, I
I
wasn't
stick
even
by fuck
thinking.
Mama Artron.
That's yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
All right,
that's
that's just my crack theory.
no, because it's like just like where did it disappear? You know what I mean? Like it,
Hmm.
she just is gone. The fact, see, that's the thing about Sarah is that all of these questions that they were rapid fire asking her, and she's like, can't tell that, can't tell that, and then all of a sudden, yeah, where do you think she went?
Right. Also, specifically I think it's something that just popped into my head because I guess I'm on crack theory now.
Oh, good night,
Is
Z. I
good
love
night, Z.
you.
I'll tell you this crack theory later. I
Good luck.
promise.
I love you so much. Thank you. for being on. Good luck with your
Yes, we
series.
love you, even when you stay. Well, not even, especially when you stay on till 2 a.m. for us.
Love you most. Were
We
you
love
saying
you
something?
most. Love you to the moon and back. Um, the thing with the uh oh yeah, so they made a grave for Papa Archeron. We never heard about a grave for Mama Archeron.
No, but there was like this, I guess there was like a tree that she went to. Nesta talked about like a tree that
Mm.
like she went to. Yeah, because we didn't like her. Um,
Because
no,
she never actually died.
I remember there wasn't like a it's not like there was a grave site, but like she would go to a tree to mourn, but like it wasn't like
Mm.
the tree that she was buried in or anything.
Right. It didn't necessarily say that was her grave.
No, no, no. Yeah, it's almost like she just like up and vanished and it's like, wait, where did you actually
Hmm.
put her remains? Um, I mean,
Burn
obviously
them.
the fact that can you imagine if Nessa found out she was like I mean, honestly,
Attack. Oh, imagine if Mama Archeron did end up being the mother and Nesta found out about that.
she'd be so mad. So mad. Mm, I mean, the reason I feel like there's so much backing to that theory is the fact that she was grooming Nesta to be a queen and the fact that she is like it's almost like knowing her fate eventually
Hmm.
and that she would be powerful in that
And that
regard.
she'd
Like
marry a prince or a lord and then end up made into Lord of Bloodshed and the Prince of Bastards, you know?
and yeah, technically like even though he's not he's technically a prince of Valaris,
Yeah,
but
he's a
not
prince in the same sense that Crusade is a princess.
yeah, it's not really in necessarily rank, but more in name.
Taz, geez, you're chaotic right now.
I take her hiking and actually push her.
Allegedly.
I love you.
So we
uh,
definitely need to get you on as an author. I
no,
mean, you
for
are an author,
sure. Like
but
I
as a
really
guest.
was going to like to say to have you. It's just we really didn't know if it was gonna be I didn't even get to say what I wanted my other series to be. So anyway, really side tangent. I want the podcast to have like author interviews, either like Audible book people and or graphic people for interviews, and then I want us to have a side series. Oh yeah, like no, yeah. I honestly, girl, I'm not gonna lie. Right after this, I was gonna put the contracts together. So I would love to announce it on the podcast. Um,
Then I'll be interviewing both of you.
it's
I'll do the interviewing, you two do the answering.
like, hey, so um, it's kind of weird being the interviewed,
Interviewee.
the interviewee when I've always done the interviewing. Um,
Yes, for
but
this episode, we're doing something different. We will actually be interviewing the host.
oh, Taz, oh my god, you're gonna make me cry, dude. I've already been like tearing
She's
up.
already big. What are you talking about?
I'm
She's
big
already
without even.
getting noticed like at every single event that she goes to. You know, she's getting messages from random people being like, "Hey, we love you." She's
We still
already
support
big.
the ardent supporters.
Duh.
um, so the other part of like the series that I want is to do like a mini series where it's not necessarily books we would dive into, but it would also either be fan chosen and or like I have a list of books that I don't want us to deep dive, but I really do want us to talk about.
It'd
And
be
that
like a single book per episode, right?
yeah, so it wouldn't be like a full deep dive like we're going into it. Like so for example, Zodiac Academy is like it's like a long series, but like I really don't think that I don't want to deep dive it, not because it's like terrible or anything. It's just it's not like it's at least to me it's not deep dive worthy. Um
So we could do like how many books are in Zodiac Academy?
God, there's like 12, I think.
That could be just 12 episodes, just
Yeah,
random short episodes.
but honestly, I want it to be a thing where if we're doing like those kind of books, I want it to be that's her book, by the way.
Ah, I was
That's
about to say, who wrote that?
nope, that's Taz's book right there. Of course, Taz for sure. Um, it's so like for Zodiac, it'd be one of those things where I mean, I think it depends because I think that's like a fine line where we'd have to figure that out of like is this purely because it's the graphic audio version or we do because it's almost like in that case there'd be almost like three mini series. There'd be one that's specifically talking about the graphics, which could be like episodes, right? And then there could
Hmm.
be books where it's like we actually just read them and are chatting about them, but not like it just having a reaction to them, but not
Hmm.
necessarily having a graphic tied to it. I think in that case it'd be like 3 series then. 3 minis.
Right.
And like that's the kind of like metaverse content that I would like to have once an editor's in place. Um and once someone like even like if we had like a little team, um like I'm like thinking big brain of like social media person, um like literally someone who is just dedicated to making social media content, taking that off of our plate,
Hmm.
and posting. I mean some like some episode like some stuff we would still make by ourselves, like our reaction videos and stuff we would make, but they'd be the ones like actually editing the content and posting it
Hmm.
and having someone like that's dedicated to posting it and then having an editor.
Hmm.
So it'd be just like a mini team. Um, at least to me is like how I'm thinking about that. And then even if it
Hmm.
did go up to be bigger, like there'd be like other jobs that you'd need for people. Because I even think I've told Lisa before, Taz, that it's like I would love to go on the road a little bit, like because I know some of the podcasters like will go to cons and shit. You have to get invited to those, but if you're big enough, you get invited to go to a con, and I would love to like do a live
So
show.
basically, you'll get invited and I'll tag along.
I did say this. I did want to say this though in this, even though most people are gone. We love Taz though. Um,
We love Taz.
they can listen to it back. Who cares?
I mean, it's on
Um,
YouTube, so it at least saves on YouTube, even though it doesn't save on Twitch.
it does. The beauty. So something about that I love about having Lisa as a partner is like she's not really in the book talk world like some of us are. Like it's not that she like there's no knowledge that she has there. It's just I'm trying to find the right words without getting sobby. Um
I'm special.
obviously like our relationship is something inspirational, like just us talking to each other. Yeah, she's not influenced by like the theories that are going around or even just kind of like the extreme sometimes feelings about stuff and or what's great about her when we did our interviews with the graphic people, even though she knows that they're um like celebrities, there was still like this like Lisa has this very innocent genuineness to her that talking about you like in the third person like you're not here. um
She has no idea who these people are, what the fuck they do. She's just here for the vibes.
it's like that's why Gabriel loves her. That's why the graphic people loved talking with her as well as me. Like, yeah, I do talk a lot, but it was nice to have her because like she's treating everyone like human beings.
Humans.
Not that like there's people who I mean there's definitely people because obviously as Gabe's PA I know there's people who don't treat them like real beings. Um but yeah, there's just a and sometimes when you're in this sphere and you're in the entertainment world, there will be people trying to encroach on something because they like it. You know, like it's like they want to like some people want to try to be on, or they want to um help me. Um
They want to latch onto something that's good right now and use it as a stepping stone.
and or just be a part of something, but it's like not everyone can be like everyone can be like people can be guests.
I
But
think a
like
lot of it is also their uh some people want to join in something that's already doing good rather than having been there from the beginning and doing the hard work for it. Not
or
saying that's everyone's intention.
or just kind of being on like not even just being on but like having just being a part of something even though like there's the relationship isn't there.
Hmm.
Why do they treat them as not human beings? Um
Or what do they treat them as?
oh, um I think just kind of like pushing boundaries of like okay, Gabriel is not Zayden. Like
Hmm.
um in the sense of like people can't I mean it's a common celebrity thing where people can't separate the
They're
two.
objectified and put on a pedestal.
Yeah, and if they don't meet their expectation, then either they get upset about it and or like there's some backlash. I mean, that's what I was talking about with Anthony Palmini, like, and why it was so cute when we were talking to him because he was telling us that he's got this sexy voice, but he's not an attractive guy. And of course we were like, no, shut up, bitch. Um, which he didn't know.
He's like, oh, thanks, I guess.
And I tell this man every time I see him in person, I'm like, girl, you're hot. You're cute in that like nerdy way. Again, would never. But like I'm just saying like in the sense of because we're friends. Um it's Taz, it's such a thing in this book talk world where it's like you have to and that's why some of the other podcasts I just can't stand them. Not because specifically with the graphics, but like sometimes their whole life is that and they'll like fight to the death like obviously I'll fight to the death about SJM, but if it's there's a difference between being passionate about something and then literally saying kind of like how our political system is right now, not gonna fucking lie, where it's like extremes. If you don't agree with me about this, your opinion doesn't matter. And it's like okay, we're talking about a fantasy world here. Even if I don't necessarily agree with the Elaine Tamlin shippers and think they need to rethink their thoughts, I don't think that their experience of the book means any less than my experience of it.
Precisely, and everyone will experience it in a different way. Like that's the point of it.
Agreed. So it's kind of just that. It's like people see this since graphic just blew up and they do such a good job, and especially it's the sex. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It's very plain and simple. They're performing sex scenes and people don't know how to uh like differentiate between those.
Hmm.
Who's real and who's not. Um
Giggles.
so yeah, we've been going on for 2 hours. I don't want to like keep anyone, but yeah, so I mean, I don't think there was anything else to say in terms of the interview. I'm excited for book 6 and 7. They're going to come out basically back to back, which is like, you know, I'm something my mom said earlier that I thought was good was her saying that obviously even though she's like itching to get the book, she wants it to come out when the author is comfortable. She did say that cuz my mom will bitch
Hmm.
about where's Akatar 6? Where's Akatar 7? But like with Sarah actually being comfortable about it, it makes it that just more and because it's good.
Hmm.
Yeah, girl Taz. The only reason we'll get to it is because like I have to. Um but the graphic I'm excited for that too. So, I mean, yeah. Liesel's dogs are riling up so she has to go. Um so
They're hungry.
we've been on for a while, so thank you so much for staying on Taz. Love you, and whoever
Yes.
I think it's maybe you or me who I think you're the only person here, but, um,
I think there's one other person.
I think there is. I hope so. Um,
Jeez.
I appreciate everyone for coming on. I'm glad you found it fun, and it felt good to get this off my chest, honestly. Like, because I think this is the most honest I've been in terms of talking about, like, while at the same time thriving in
Mental
work,
health.
but suffering mentally.
Hmm. I mean, mental health encompasses both the depressing side that you're feeling, but also the good stuff. Like that's all mental health.
Yeah, so it's like it's nice to actually just be honest about it and like
Human
get
experience. I agree, Taz.
so I hope yes, you have a good night
Goodness.
and we will talk with you whenever, and hopefully this first episode of Assassin's Blade will come. It'll be really great when it comes out. So I know it will. Um so we'll see you
Yes, it'll
guys
be good.
all next time and I'll get that contract to you by tonight. That's what I'll go do now. So bye,
Bye,
loves.
Taz. And then anyone else who's here.
Yeah, good night everyone else.